Screggy.
Scruddy. Squiggle. Squaddle. Squatto.
What's gonna be in there?
I'm squiggly, dude. I'm squiggly if you're squatto. Look at that squiggly guy. Squiggling around. Oh, he's flicking it. Oh, no. Oh. Audio nephews. Thank Glob your audio nephews right now.
Kids podcast.
Barking, dude.
What's
We're
up?
back. Look at the flick of the
Let's
wrist.
go. Let's get into it.
Look at the flick of the wrist.
Hill Kings podcast. I'm Brad.
Hello.
You're Chris. What's
I
up?
am.
What's the episode this week?
This up, dude. Good hill hunting.
Yeah, good hill hunting. I thought it
Hey.
was good.
Hey, it's not your fault.
What?
It's not your fault.
What are you talking about?
It's not your fault.
What are you? Stop it, man.
It's not your fault.
No,
Brad.
stop, man. Stop.
It's not your fault, Brad. Yeah, dude.
What's up?
Season 3, episode 4.
Good.
Good hill hunting.
Good. We've already touched on the
Mhm.
name.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about Goodwill Hunting on This Week in Arlen like not that long ago, right?
I
That
think
came out
so. I
like
think
97, yeah?
I think it came out while we've been doing this show. Yes, it's all a blur. to
So
me,
we've
as
definitely
you know.
made the it's not your fault joke already.
100%. Or it could just be the second time we've made it because
You like apples?
yeah, the green ones.
Okay.
Got him, dude.
Fuck, man.
Fucking got him, dude.
God damn
No,
it.
I don't like them at all.
Oh, I'm actually allergic to apples.
Are you really? Dude, that's
Fun.
so sad.
Brad fact. Apples are mid. I'll
Apples
say
are
it.
good. I will say certain
They make my throat itchy.
types. Feels
Yeah,
feels
they're
bad.
good. I can't lie.
It feels
They're
bad to call apples like breeds. Can you imagine if people called apples different kinds of apples
Yes,
breeds
this
of
is
apples?
the fruit eugenics podcast with Chris and Brad. Let's talk about the superior races of apples.
It's the green ones, if you're asking me.
Yeah. It's really only the skin,
Mm-hmm.
like fibrous fruit, the skin on them. I think it might be like a pesticide or something that I'm allergic to, but
Yeah.
it kind of makes my throat feel that itch
You're
in a way.
you're allergic to chemicals that are meant to kill bugs. Are you a
Yeah,
fucking bug?
I might be a bug. Slight be a buzz.
Bug Uncle Bunkle.
I'm your Bunkle Brad, and this is your Bunkle Chris, and this is the Bill Bunk Bonk cast. And
We're
this week
back.
we're talking about good
back.
hill hunting, which is a hunting episode.
It
Felt like a
is.
very easy episode title
Mhm.
choice for them to make, given the fact that it was 1998.
Yeah, this episode flows pretty easily, I felt too. It felt like a natural, good, straightforward flow. I mean, we'll
Yeah,
get into
good
it for sure.
pacing. We'll get into it. I also do want to mention we are recording this episode once again
Mhm.
shortly before releasing.
Right
We
back.
mentioned in the last episode that there was a little bit of a faux pas with the hard
Technical
drive.
difficulties.
We lost some recorded episodes, but I think it's nice that we're recording them kind of in the time frame of releasing them because the reboot is about to be launched.
A boot. It's a
At the
boot to
time
be
of
launched.
recording, we are mere days away.
We are nigh but 4 days.
And the reviews
and
are
a half.
starting to come in, and they are quite positive. Currently, it's at a hundo P on Rotten to Me,
Mhm.
which
Wait
is
till I get my hands on it. Spiking
yeah.
it.
Do you have a critic account on
Spiking
Rotten?
it out of spite, yeah.
You're gonna give it a 0 and say it's not the
Mhm.
same.
Trash.
Dale's
into Hill-
old, and that
Tune
makes
into
me
Hill Kings
sad.
Pod for the real facts.
Ladybird's dead, and I don't like that.
They should have stuffed her. Hank would have taxidermied
Hey,
her.
we still don't know. We still haven't
true.
seen it. So I've been
True.
seeing all the stuff from San Diego Comic-Con that happened this last weekend at the time of recording, a couple weeks ago at the time of release, and I'm very jealous of everyone who was
Yep.
there. If any of the nephews were there, let us know
Get a beer
what you
can.
saw. If you got any of the Alamo beer, send them our way. I did throw
Send
this
one
out
to
on
Brad.
Instagram. I don't know if you saw the story that I posted, but
I
if anyone
did.
can get me a can, Chris will personally Venmo you $200 and send you a picture of his little legs.
Someone named Chris will do one of those two things.
Or both.
Or
Or
both.
both. Or
If you're a lucky,
both.
if you're a lucky bug nephew.
But yeah, stay tuned on watch the feed because
Stay tuned.
we'll be talking about the new episodes, but we're not here to
I'm
talk about
excited.
new
No,
shit.
talk about
We're
old
actually
shit.
here to go back in time.
Old shit
And
again.
we always like to go back in time and get our footing of what was going
Mm-hmm. Take us back,
on
baby.
everybody's probably one of their favorite segments.
I think so.
That's right. It's This Week in Arlen, the
Yeah,
segment
baby.
where we go back and we take a look at what was going on in the world at the time of this episode's airing on television. This episode aired on December 1st. We've reached the holiday seasons, 1998. Kicking it off with a tiny peep at the TV guide. Kind of your standard fare. You know, we've got the Guinness World Records, we've got the
Mm-hmm.
Buffys, we've got repeats on a lot of other stuff. So
Jag is
seems
repeating. Home
it was a
Improvement's
King of the Hill
repeating.
night. It was a
Yeah.
King of the Hill night for sure. Mostly repeats. I feel like probably because we're getting into the holiday season.
Except for what appears to be a new show I haven't seen on Tuesday before, right
Working?
after. No, Holding the Baby?
Oh yeah, no, I do
Right
have a
after King
slide
of the Hill?
about that.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
so
do.
Holding the Baby is a new
What's that?
sitcom.
Oh my. Look
It's
at that baby.
peak television, as you can see from the photo here.
Mhm.
A single father
Wow, look at all those
grapples
white people.
with the challenges of raising an infant after his wife leaves him to focus on her career.
Wow.
So it seems
Bill,
like an anti-women working type of show.
this is not the first time we've discussed a plot line exactly
Yeah,
like
they
this.
really flip it on their heads. Well, we have
Uh-huh.
recorded this episode
Hey,
already
hey,
before.
hey, what about if this time it's the lady who's a piece of shit?
Hey, and the dad steps up when he's a single father.
Look at him. He's a good looking little twink.
Yeah, that kid, the baby, that
Uh-huh.
actually that's grew up to be Joe Biden.
Whoa, that's
Yeah,
Joe Biden.
that's Joe Biden.
Crazy.
Or
And is
yeah,
that Dr. Jill over his shoulder?
yep, yep.
Wild.
And Epstein on the right.
Whoa. Hold
This
the
episode
baby.
just got blocked.
If you're seeing this, hello.
But yeah, that was the big news. I'll probably cut that joke. Uh, moving right on from TV news, there was a huge occurrence
Yeah.
in the zeitgeist this week,
Uh-huh.
Chris, because around this episode, not on this exact day, but we always like to talk about the week surrounding
Yes.
the Legend of Zelda: The Ocarina of Time was
Ooh.
released on the Nintendo 64.
Yeah. You were probably deep in this,
Thoughts?
huh?
I never had an N64. We've mentioned on the show before. I did play the GameCube release that had Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time, but never had an N64, which is
We
crazy because a lot of my favorite video games ever, Banjo-Kazooie is my favorite game of all time,
mm-hmm.
N64, didn't play it until well
Mm-hmm.
after it came out, but
Damn.
this is also one of my favorite games ever.
We did not own an N64. We had lots of friends that had consoles, so I definitely got to play Legend of Zelda at other people's
Yeah,
houses every
same.
now and
Yeah,
then,
I
but I
remember like
also
playing the like parts of the water temple like at my cousin's house and
mm-hmm.
stuff. But
Yeah, I never actually got into the Zelda games until we owned uh Nintendo consoles further on.
you did have a PlayStation.
Yes, we started with the PlayStation.
And this same week, Tomb Raider 3,
Oh,
The Adventures of Lara Croft came out with
yes.
them pointy polygon titties.
Talking about stuff that's in the zeitgeist. Uh Angular boobies is still
They're back in a big
it's
way.
it's still a joke and a trope and a thing today in 2025, the year of our Lord.
It is?
Yeah, I mean it's still you still see it at cons and comic
In
cons
your
and people
freak
pointing at,
ass circles.
hey, we still got pointy boobs around here. Out here in Oklahoma, all right. We still got them
Yeah, yeah.
bras from the 1950s.
Bam Browers, them pointy 70s nipples.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, these games were great. We had a PlayStation 2. And a PlayStation 1. Uh
We
yeah, I
we
remember
probably
playing
wouldn't
them
we probably wouldn't have been allowed to play this game at the time of its
because of the
release because of
boobs.
the yeah. Um no, well, just the teen rating of the nature
T
of it.
for teen. Did your parents like not let you?
They held out for us for they tried to hold out as long as they could.
Man,
The year that this would have been released, we still would have been definite children.
it
And
was the opposite for me. I saw Child's Play, the Chucky movie, when I was like 6.
well, in Canada the T stands for toddler. And
Yeah,
so they just let you have all that
yeah.
violent
I
stuff.
started watching South Park like way too young,
Speaking
and
of
The
South Park,
Simpsons.
oh, we
Yeah,
know about your Simpsons habit.
yeah, yeah, yeah. We'll get to that in later slides here. But
I
moving
figured.
on into movie news. The week prior, there was no King of the Hill airing,
Hmm.
and they did air on Fox Home Alone 2: Lost in New York,
Ah, a
starring
classic.
a famous guy who's definitely not on the Epstein list.
Oh,
What's
it's
his
another
name?
Macaulay Culkin.
Macaulay Culkin. Yeah, he's definitely not on the list. Joe Pesci, I'm not sure. The
Hmm.
guy on the right. Also, speaking of South Park, I'll definitely be popping up some fun images
Yeah. Hmm.
during what we're talking about here. But
Recent
yeah,
recent
Home
subject from
Alone
South Park.
2, Lost in New York was on the TV. We also had airing on television a television show called Ice Wars, which was a team figure
Hmm.
skating competition featuring competitors from around the world. And also, speaking of South Park, Brian
Oh,
Boitano was
yeah.
heavily featured.
Okay. What's his actual deal again? Because really, the only thing I know about Brian
Is
Boitano
this
is what
what
would
would
Brian
Brian Boitano
Boitano
do?
do?
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he was just like a really popular and accomplished figure skater
Hmm.
in the
Okay.
90s. Yeah.
Good for Brian.
Yeah, there was also a new Simpsons.
Yeah.
It's the one
How
where
was it?
Lisa cheats on a test.
Oh
She like
my.
gets answers from Nelson, and Homer gets a lobster, and
From
he's gonna
Nelson.
eat it, and he names it Pinchy, and grows an attachment to it,
Because he
and
named
it
it.
becomes his pet. Yeah, pretty forgettable episode, minus
Yeah.
the Pinchy thing.
What happens to Lisa? Does the guilt eat her alive
The
and she
guilt eats her
confesses?
alive. I believe she confesses, and
Yeah.
everybody learns a lesson. Everything turns out great.
Does Homer set the lobster free in like the radioactive creek?
No, I think he accidentally cooks it.
Hmm. Yeah.
Like he like puts it in a bath, and then the
Oh.
bath is too hot,
Hmm.
and it like boils it, and then he eats it like while he's crying, but it like is
Interesting.
delicious, and he's like
Okay.
enjoying it at the same time. That part I
Hmm.
remember, and that part is
Okay.
funny. In
That's silly.
music news, we did have the crossover that no one knew we needed, and probably that no one actually did
Hmm.
need, because Celine Dion and R. Kelly released a song called
Whoa.
"I'm Your Angel," and I listened to it, and it's not good, but
It's not
it
ringing a
was.
bell to me.
We also had a pretty weak week for movie releases
Yeah.
because one of the new releases that only hit number 8 in the box office, I believe Waterboy was still going strong.
Of course.
Shout out
Still
to the
dominating.
Sandman. We did have a movie called Home Fries with Luke Wilson and Drew Barrymore,
Okay. What's
where
going on in home fries?
yeah, so Luke Wilson and his
Mm.
uh, someone named Angus chase down their womanizing stepfather with a helicopter, frightening
Okay.
him to death, whatever that means. In
Okay.
his effort to cover their tracks, Dorian, who's Luke Wilson's character, begins investigating his stepfather's mistress,
Mm.
Sally, played by Drew
Okay.
Barrymore. She works at a fast food drive-through. She's
Okay.
she's pregnant also, and
Muscle.
Dorian quickly falls in love with her.
Okay.
And then unfortunately, his scheming mother wants Drew Barrymore dead.
What?
So
She's
they're all on the
pregnant.
run. Yeah, I don't really. I'm
This
intrigued.
sounds terrible.
Yeah, it did get a 31%, 34 from the audience. So
Yeah. Pretty close matching there. That sounds
yeah,
terrible.
I
Chime
think
in if you've
worth
seen this
watching.
turd
Yeah,
burger.
worth watching, but probably not good.
Look at the
Not worth
half-ass
watching.
effort for the font on the poster too.
Yeah, that's very like late 90s.
Come on.
Yeah. Another movie that I feel like shouldn't have been made, Number 11 in the box office. Jerry Springer got his own movie,
Jory Spronger.
which is basically kind of just based on him. Like it's about a
Uh-huh.
controversial talk show with like people
Oh,
confronting
Jamie
each other.
Presley's in it though.
And Jamie Presley, famous Margot Robbie lookalike,
Mm-hmm.
is in it.
1.0.
Yeah. So it's basically a movie about Jerry Springer, but he doesn't play himself. He plays someone named Jerry Farrelly,
Mm.
which like
That's
that name
fairly
doesn't
close to
even.
it's fairly close to Springer.
Okay, moving on. Number one in the box office. We did have a good release.
Hell yeah.
It was Rugrats.
The Rugrats movie's
The
good, baby.
movie, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You remember the orange VHS tapes?
Yes, dude. We had the orange one.
Isn't that
Wow.
nice? Yeah,
You got the purple one,
59%.
huh?
Yeah, that's fun. It's a colorblind joke for
Got
those of
him.
you who may be new listeners.
You ran
I
right
did
into
I
that.
did include a picture of the Burger King toys from this
Mm.
movie because
Yes,
it
dude.
had really great the Rugrats movies always had really good fast food tie-ins.
Yes,
I
they
remember
did.
there were I think it was for Rugrats Go Wild or maybe for Rugrats in Paris, but there was one where there were like watches
Yeah,
at Burger
I
King
think that was Go Wild.
that made like sounds and I had like
Yeah.
a Phil and Lil
We
watch that I would wear to school every day.
we had a bunch of those as well between us,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I
My
remember having this Reptar, and I thought it was sick.
sick, dude. Man, those toys used to be so much better.
Yeah, I always forget that this movie is a musical when I watch it, and then there's the scene where all the babies piss up in the air out of their tiny little baby
Oh,
dicks.
yeah.
And then the babies have like really deep, weird voices,
Yeah,
and
I forgot
like
about that too.
it always kind of throws me off, you know.
Yeah. What a trippy movie.
But this movie's great. Babies
Uh,
get lost in the woods and get abducted by circus monkeys, and
yeah, it's
Tommy gets
spooky, dude.
and
It's
it's
kind of scary.
the rare like occurrence where it's a big thing where a TV show gets a movie, and then they're like, we're gonna use this as an opportunity to introduce a new
do
fucking
lore.
character and
Yeah.
totally change the structure of the show, which I feel is really bold, and it really worked. And then it
Mhm.
worked again when they did the Paris movie because they introduced Kimmy and then
Uh-huh.
she became a beloved character. And I think that that is something that a lot of animated shows particularly are afraid to do, and I wish they would more. I'm talking to you, Bob's Burgers.
Ooh. Calling
One
out.
of my favorite shows. I have a Bob's Burgers tattoo. I really
He
wish in
said
the
you
movie they
you
would
made no
have.
Rugrats. You made
I
no
thought
Rugrats.
I thought the movie was really good.
He has notes though.
Here's a trip. I
He
also
has
have that
notes.
movie on VHS.
Oh my god. Is it orange also? Oh, I
It's
mean purple.
actually purple.
Ah, it's also blue.
Yeah.
Got him
Uh,
again.
so this came out. There was also a Will Smith Gene Hackman movie that came
Mm.
out called Enemy of the State.
Enema of the State.
Enema of the State. It also
Love that
had
album.
John Voight, Angelina Jolie's dad, in it.
Mm.
Yep. Yeah, it's about an ex-intelligence agent, and there's like some sort of assassination attempt.
It's a thriller.
Who knows?
Intrigue.
We also the following week had the second ant-based movie in the span of a month.
The better of the ant-based. The
Bugs
better
Life
of the
came
Bug-based
out
movies,
versus
yeah.
Ants. Yes, 92% on Rotten Tomatoes. I haven't
Deserved.
seen this movie in a very long time.
It's good, dude. We watched it, I swear, like within the last 2 years, maybe with our niece or something, and it's good.
Yeah,
It holds up.
I do remember I had a really cool toy of
It
Flick.
was also good toys,
Yeah,
yes.
and it was like a motion sensor thing where he was like supposed to like guard your room or something.
Who's your favorite auxiliary character from the Bug's Life?
I don't really remember a lot of
It's
them.
not the big caterpillar who says, "I'm a
the-
beautiful butterfly."
Yeah, the big fat German caterpillar probably. Yeah.
or the ladybug that's played by
Oh yeah, George Costanza, right? No,
I think
is it?
either that or it's DeVito. I'm pulling up IMDb right now.
He's like
Uh,
a kind of like wisecracking ladybug, and he's like, "I'm not
Yeah.
a lady."
I'm not a lady.
That's pretty good.
You don't you try to touch my bug butt. I'm a dude. Who
While you're doing
is-
that, for the sake of
Mhm.
time, I will move on. Babe, Pig in the City also came out
Oh
this week, and it was number 14 in the box office.
my God, what were
I
we
think
doing?
this was more of a VHS heavy type of vibe, you know?
Yeah,
Uh,
we
but
definitely had
yeah,
this on
I remember
VHS.
having this on VHS for sure.
I really only remember stuff from Babe 1. I don't recall
Yeah,
anything
I
about
couldn't tell you
Pig in the
anything
City.
other than there was a pig and that he talked.
I like how highly rated it is among the critics, though.
It
This
got a
seems,
better score than the fucking Rugrats movie.
yeah, this seems interesting.
It got a better score than the Jerry Springer joint
Okay.
too, and the Drew Barrymore,
Well, they
but not
both
Bugs
of those
Life.
had pigs in them.
Yeah.
I meant the Jerry Springer one, not the Drew Barrymore one.
Yeah. Did you find out who the ladybug was?
Yeah, let's see. The ladybug, I believe, yeah, it's Dennis Leary.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
not Jason Alexander at all.
No, K Spacey is the villain.
Oh yeah,
It's
Kevin Spacey. Yeah.
Julie Louis Dreyfus is
Pretty
the
sure you can't
female Aunt
call her that.
Ada. Julia Louis Dreyfus. I didn't even catch that. I'm so sorry, Julia.
Rounding it out, I didn't get anything sad for you. We'll take what you just said as the sad part of the segment. It was Lee Trevino's 59th birthday
No, Lee
on this
Trevino.
day.
He
King of
had
the
the
Hill
golf game, yeah.
referenced, yeah,
Hmm.
in the Willie Nelson episode
Yeah, that's the
of
big golf
season
video
1.
game.
Yep. Yeah, it was his
Hilarious.
59th birthday on this day, and that is pretty much everything that was going on.
Nice.
I think we ought to get in to the episode.
Get into it. Season 3, episode 8, Good Hill Hunting. You already heard that we aired on December 1st of 1998. We already discussed this episode takes its name from the movie Good Will Hunting, but it doesn't have too much else tightly
Pretty much
involved.
zero, right?
Yeah,
Except for the
the
scene
movie.
where Bobby solves the math equation that's on the
Mhm.
chalkboard.
You're yeah, that's exactly what the blurb says. It actually says, yeah, Bobby is excited to go on his
Bobby is a
first deer hunting
janitor at
at
Harvard, I think.
MIT or some shit.
Yeah.
No, Bobby is excited about going on his first deer hunting trip, but Hank fails to obtain the proper licenses in time and must seek an alternative. And that's pretty much straight down the pipe what this episode is about.
Yep. It's a
There's no,
straightforward one.
it's very straightforward.
No
We get
no B plot really even.
hardly any B plot. Hardly any B plot to speak of. We do get a cold open. Um, and this is where we're gonna get at the deer setup. The guys are in Dale's house watching a deer in the backyard eat out of Dale's trash cans. And we open up with Bill saying, "See, I told you it wasn't me."
Which does come back later
Yeah,
on.
it comes back around.
Remember that line, nephews.
Yeah, so the deer's in the backyard and they're talking about how they're overpopulated and they're bringing up how they're going to take their sons, Dale and Hank are going to take their sons on their first hunting trip. They're going to become men on this hunting
Yeah,
trip.
his plan is to kill Joseph's childhood. He also makes a really funny comment about it being the they're gonna try to find the queen deer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's talking
If I
about,
know anything about like extermination or whatever,
yeah, we got to find the
we
queen
gotta get
deer.
the queen. And Bill's like, oh, she's probably beautiful.
Yeah, I did really. This opening was extremely stupid. I loved it. It was so silly. Just the shit they're talking about. There's a joke where, right after Bill is like, "See, it wasn't me." Dale is like, "So those droppings must have been deer droppings too." And Bill goes, "Yeah, probably."
Yeah. And then
So he
Dale, for
wasn't in the
some
trash, but he
reason,
was shitting on the lawn.
has a garage door like in his living room
Yeah, like steel
that
blinds. He's got
closes down,
some.
which is the first time that we've seen this. That
The deer
feels,
locks eyes with him, and he gets spooked and pulls down the safety blinds.
yeah,
Yeah, very funny opening scene.
strange.
After the theme song, we're basically in the driveway, and Dale has got like a bunch of like surplus gear, like military grade gear, in the back of his van that he's
Night
distributing.
vision, fucking all the
Hmm.
high tech shit.
But he's also got some premium deer wee wee. which I thought was funny that Dale just kept calling it Dear Wee Wee. It's very
Yeah.
funny to me.
And Hank is basically like whatever happened to the good old days of
Uh
just having an
huh.
orange shirt and a six pack. And he says something really funny about uh if I wanted to get sloppy drunk and shoot guns, I'd go to my dad's Oscar party. Is it Dale
Mm-hmm.
that says that?
No, that's Hank that
It's
says that.
Hank.
Yeah.
Cotton's Oscar party.
Cotton does an Oscar party where they just get drunk as hell and shoot guns. Very funny.
Spectacular.
They roast Hank for not going hunting very often because Hank is a known bad shot. They say
Yeah.
Hank goes to church more than he goes hunting. They're just all making fun of him. Very funny. Um, they're talking about confronting your fears, and Dale is apparently afraid of like a little pointy beetle. Um, Dale like teases that he has a good story for the car ride, and Bill spoils it by saying it's a pointy beetle. I just thought that was very funny. I love it whenever Bill steps on other people's jokes and what they're doing.
And
Such a
Dale
wet
being afraid
blanket.
of a bug as an
Mm-hmm.
exterminator. That's pretty good.
Particularly a pointy one. Um, Over at Dale's house, Bobby is kind of showing and talking Joseph through like using a gun. And he says, just think of it as part of your body that fires bullets. Um, but yeah, this is where we get a little callback to season 2, episode 1, How to Fire a Rifle Without Even Trying, which is the episode where Bobby is a good shot and Hank is
Yeah,
not.
we learned that Hank is
Hmm.
afraid.
The boys here are afraid of not killing a deer and getting a bad nickname for it,
Like pork pockets?
like pork pockets.
Isn't that what they called you in high school? Pork pockets?
It's because I didn't shoot a deer.
Yeah. You
Uh,
miss that deer.
yeah. Here
Pork
in the scene,
pockets.
pork pockets, like pork pockets. It's very funny whenever like usually Bobby is like the dopey silly one. Joseph is extremely just as goofy and silly as Bobby is. It's very funny to sometimes to see Bobby be like, no, I was thinking something more deer related than pork pockets.
Well, we've established that this is something that Bobby is good at,
Mm-hmm.
which like there are very few things
Yeah.
in the history of the show thus far that Bobby has excelled at.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and
He's also definitely
he's
taking it
still
serious.
yeah, he takes it really seriously. He's really good at it, and he like completely still just like defers to Hank. Like Hank is the
Mm-hmm.
authority, even though like it's as if he's like completely blind to the fact that Hank sucks at this
Yeah.
and
He just thinks his
can't
dad is
shoot
the
at all.
greatest.
Yeah,
Um,
very sweet.
yeah, he's so into this. We're gonna launch into a Bobby daydream
I loved this.
sequence scene here, which I thought was very fun. We get a scene of a nice pastoral mountain scene of Hank and Bobby, walking through the mountains. They're hunting a deer, and Hank just like trips and falls down and is like, ah, my ankle. Um, a deer like jumps into the scene, and Hank is like, Bobby, go shoot the deer. And Bobby's like, no, not without you. And he just like
Picks
in
him
this
up
daydream picks him up over his shoulder, shoots the deer one
with
handed,
one hand.
and daydream Hank is like, Bobby, I'm proud of you. And they shake hands in the daydream.
Didn't he say that you're perfect
Yeah, you're perfect
and a man?
and a man. Yeah, it's very funny daydream. So yeah, Bobby's taking this very serious. He's got a lot tied up in this already. Um, Over at the house, Peggy is packing a first aid kit for the hunting trip. Hank makes a throwaway jab at Luann, that who we're barely going to see in this episode.
Yeah, that's the biggest
Um,
bummer of the episode.
we get a throwaway jab at Luann. Hank is like, "What is Luann cutting your hair again?" When she's messing with the first aid kit, like so mean, Hank, uncalled for.
But also kind of warranted because
Hmm.
we did establish earlier in the season that she was kind of sabotaging
Yeah,
Peggy's hair. So
yeah. Um, this it's revealed here in this scene though that Hank does not have his hunting permit, and this is going to set kind of alarm bells off for Peggy. Um, yeah, Hank doesn't have the permit, and he's like, "What? I just haven't gotten him yet." And Peggy is like prodding him and questioning him, and it kind of comes out that Hank is kind of like scared to
he's
spend time
he
alone with Bobby. He
he
like
straight up
reveals,
admits that he's afraid of him.
He's like, I don't get him. I don't know what we talk about. He's like, I've tried this, I've tried that. I've thrown countless balls at him in the
I
backyard.
love that line. Peggy just seems mainly concerned about Bobby's like progression
Mm-hmm.
into manhood, and we learn
Yes.
later on that it's out of a place of fear.
Yes.
Which that has to be like a uniquely Texas thing,
Mm-hmm.
because of all of the gun violence. Uh,
Yeah.
but she mentions like at the 12 he learns to hunt, 16 drives, 18 he turns
Finally turns
18,
18. Mm-hmm.
and then he gets the
And
fuck
then
out
he
of the
gets out
house.
of the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, Peggy is very concerned about Bobby going on this hunting trip. It's pretty funny, but yeah, maybe there was some room here for a B plot to expand a bit more. I don't know. There's not a whole lot, like you mentioned, not a whole lot of B plot, and I feel like Peggy being worried about Bobby is the main B plot.
Yeah, but it kind of fits into
Yeah,
the main plot too. I don't think this episode really needed one. It was like very well paced, I
yeah,
thought.
true. The next morning, Bobby is ready to go at the crack of dawn. He comes
He's
into
standing in the room with a gun.
hmm standing over Hank with the gun, and Hank is like, "Bobby, what are you doing in the master?" Uh,
You're
I
not
was like,
allowed
"What
in
are you?
the
You're not
master.
allowed in the master." But Bobby's gotten Hank's. The lunches are packed, breakfast is cooked, the bags are loaded, car's loaded. He's like, "Here's your towel, your razor, your robe. Like, come on, let's go." So
And then
Bobby
he's
is ready to
watching
go.
Hank shave.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I'm just watching.
Yeah.
He's like, I wonder what a razor smells
What's the
like.
razor smell like? Does it smell good? It smells like
I
metal.
bet it smells like metal.
Bobby's like, I can't really. Hank's like, I can't really talk while I'm shaving, and Bobby's like, we don't have to talk. It's
I'll
just
just
sitting
watch
there.
you.
Just watch. Thought that was very funny. In the driveway, everybody's getting ready, packed up to go. We see Nancy sending off Joseph and Dale, and Nancy is like, now exactly how long is it going to take to turn my son into a man? Because
And then
you
John
know,
Redcorn shows up.
yeah, you hear John Redcord pulling around the seats.
And he
Dale's
gives
like,
Joseph a used knife.
yeah, a used knife, thanks. John Redcord pulls up. Yeah, he's got a knife for Joseph, and he was like, Joseph, I want you to have this. This was given to me by my father and him by
He's
his father.
passing down a family
A
heirloom to
fairly, yeah,
his client's son.
yeah. These types of scenes always make me a little bit sad for John Redcorn.
Why?
Uh, yeah, I know, but it's just
I'm very
he's
much in the camp of like fuck John Redcorn a little
yeah,
bit and Nancy.
yeah. I think
But I
John
get it.
Redcorn
I
lives
get
in a
it.
prison of his own creation,
Yeah.
certainly.
Yeah.
But I do feel that he was really. There's times when he genuinely wants to connect with his son, but he's just because of this cage that he's built around himself, he's
Yeah.
unable to.
I'm
Feel
really
bad for John
curious to
Redcorn.
see what the dynamic is in the reboot
Hmm.
with
Yeah, me
John
too.
Redcorn and
Very
Joseph.
curious about that. One thing I saw in the background of this scene is that all the guys have beers in their hands, and it's like probably 7 in
That's
the morning.
yeah, that's typical, I
Uh
think.
huh.
I did
Um,
love Bill recounting like his first time shooting a deer, where he had to like shoot it so many times that there was no usable meat
five
because he
times
just
to
couldn't kill it.
5 times to bring it down, and 3 times to finish it off, or something like that.
So
Yeah,
funny.
no usable meat, but what a rush. Bobby gives Peggy a hug, and it's like, thanks, mom. I mean, Peggy
Yeah, she tells him that she filled his rifle bag with fruit pies and that his actual gun is like in
is
his
in the sleeping
suitcase
bag. Yeah.
or in his sleeping
Hmm.
bag. Why not put it in the sleeping bag?
Thanks, mom. I mean,
So
Peggy.
funny.
So good.
You got to
Um,
protect the fruit pies.
Hank is like, all right, guys, I just got to make one stop over to the county office to pick up the permits, and they get to the county office, and surprise,
They're out.
surprise, no permits. They could only give out 4 this year.
It's
Trying
almost
to,
as if Hank wanted this to happen.
yeah, yeah. This definitely seems like something where I was like, I think Hank wanted this to happen. Although he acts pretty upset here in the DMV. he is going to say some pretty scornful things about the environmentalists that the guy
Yeah.
cites because they only gave out a certain number of tags to get the environmentalists off a hunger strike, you see. To
Yeah.
which Hank replies, he's like, "What? My boy can't shoot a deer just because you wouldn't let a couple of twig boys starve? Forget
Forget number six.
six. You're now
You're
serving
serving
nonsense."
nonsense. You're
So
serving cunt. And I
I
am gonna have
I
to
could
bleep that.
it's a bleep heavy episode.
Yeah, I'm giving
Uh,
myself some homework here.
we um yeah. So I don't know. I do think he was pretty genuinely mad about this. He was
I
obviously
think it might
afraid
be a
to do this,
subconscious
but
thing.
yeah,
He like part of him is glad,
yeah.
but then he also feels bad for Bobby. But
Yeah. Well, the end of this act kind of leads with, they're back in the driveway and they're getting ready to finally load up and leave. We get a short, funny exchange between Con and Bobby.
Connie's going hunting too.
Connie's going hunting
I
too.
love that.
Um, you hear some shouting between Min and Con is saying like to pack his briefcase, which I thought was funny that he's taking his briefcase hunting. Very Con thing to do, but Bobby tells Connie, I'm leaving a boy and coming back a man, and Connie is like, well, you're lucky because I'm leaving a girl and coming back a man.
Yeah, me too.
Me too. um I just thought that was a nice funny exchange. But then yeah, Hank pulls back into the driveway and Bobby gets really sentimental with Hank here at the end of the first act, and he's
He's
like,
like, before I become a man,
before I become a man I have to tell you I love you.
because
And
men aren't allowed to do that.
men aren't allowed to do that. And Hank is like, well, you better take this opportunity to cry too, because we're not going hunting.
Also, something that men aren't allowed to do.
Yeah. Um, that's the end of our first act is Hank dropping the bombshell on Bobby that they're not going hunting.
The bombshell.
The bombshell.
That's really good.
Thanks, dude. It was on purpose. After the second act, we are in the Hill House watching a
Bobby's heart is
conversation.
broken.
Bobby's heart is broken. We're watching Peggy and Hank talk, and Bobby is in the yard beyond the sliding glass, and
This
Bobby is
might be
just in
my
the
favorite
background.
scene.
So while Peggy and Bobby are talking, or Peggy and Hank are talking, Bobby's in the yard with a cardboard deer that he
And
is
fruit pies.
slowly taping a fruit pie over the heart of the deer, and we see him while while the conversation is happening. We see Bobby kill this deer and rip the fruit pie heart out and eat it and
And Peggy
savagely
is
throw it on the
concerned
ground.
about his chemical need to kill.
Yes, the conversation with Peggy is very funny. She's worried
She
about hormones and his chemical need to kill.
she was hoping that he would channel that need away from humans, and she says that she will be locking her door tonight. So
You
come
should be
in.
in
You
by
should be
10.
in by 10. She's afraid that Bobby is gonna go insane and kill everyone.
Just because
Maybe
he isn't
don't
going
give
on
him
this
a
hunting
gun.
trip. So funny. And yeah, I just like that Bobby is visually in the background of this. That it's him that's driving the visual of the scene, but it's you just hear Peggy and Hank talking. I like this little scene here, but out in the woods, Dale and Joseph are just seen bonding,
This
talking
was
about
sweet.
conspiracy theories. I loved Dale and Joseph this episode. Their
Joseph is just
dynamic.
doing the same thing as Bobby, like trying to impress his dad, but his way of doing it is also conspiracy theories.
Yeah, it's just to get on Dale's level and just be a lunatic. I do love these two together.
Yeah.
This is one of the first times we get to see them pretty intimately, and I like them in this episode a lot. But back back over at the house, Bobby is just face down on the carpet.
He's doing that thing where he just lays down on the ground again.
It's not the first time we've seen him do it. Peggy's like, Bobby, what are you doing? Nothing. There's a spider in here. Do you want to kill it? No.
He won't. His
Just
desire to kill is gone. Peggy should be
Yep.
happy.
Yeah, very funny. Um, at night, it's nighttime, and we see uh, Peggy wakes Hank up,
She's got
and
her
she's
headlamp
like,
on again.
she's got her little tiny headlamp on.
Headlamp alert.
She's like, Hank, wake up! I've been reading more about how you ruined Bobby's life. She cites She cites she's been digging through her old substitute teaching material and maybe citing like a lesson plan or a paper
Her the paper that a
about some
seventh
rites
grader
of
wrote.
passage. About a boy going crazy. And I think just dying was the rite of
It
passage
was
or
something
something
about
like
like
that.
killing a missionary.
Yeah, yeah, that was
Yeah.
the rite of passage.
And Hank is
Um,
like, this was written by a seventh grader, and he got a C plus. Like, why are
so it
you?
was. I missed that joke. I didn't realize. I didn't
Yeah.
pick up on that joke. That's very good. Um, so funny. Peggy's just so worried. Wake up, Hank. I've been reading about how you ruined our son's life.
I do love that headlamp. That's such a
Mm-hmm.
specific like character attribute
Yeah,
for
she's
Peggy is that
she's up
at
burning the
night.
midnight oil. We get a nice scene here at Strickland Propane. Eustace alert. Eustace
Useless.
alert. Useless Eustace is in this scene. He's dragging a propane tank. He can't lift it, which
He
I thought
asks
was
Hank
pretty
to
funny.
carry it for him.
And Hank picks it up easily underneath one arm. Um, and Hank is like, I never see you in here, Eustace. Like, glad to see you're switching to propane. And he's like, no, we're on passive solar. This is for
Well, he starts
cooking the
trying to
deer.
sell him like home heating
Mm-hmm.
propane. He like immediately brushes it off. I feel like that's so progressive for the 90s in Texas.
Yeah,
Eustace is awesome.
yeah, they're using it as a punchline for him though. And in the late '90s, how they're putting Eustace is probably the only solar person using solar in hundreds of miles at this point in time. Yeah,
Nerd.
they're definitely nerding him up here. I love it whenever we get Eustace and Randy in an episode. But yeah, no, the propane is for Randy cooking his deer that he's going to shoot. And Hank's like, "What? You're going hunting?" And he's like, "I have to. It's a rite of passage.
Yeah.
Even Eustace has to. But they're going to a special resort,
La Grunta.
La Grunta. Did you look up what La Grunta is Spanish for?
Free Wi-Fi.
It's spent. Hey, there you go. Uh, nice. That's good. Uh, I like that. I'm going to use that. It's Spanish.
Okay, man.
It's Spanish for the grunt.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is, dude.
Is this like a play on La Quinta though?
I don't
That's
know.
Chris's joke. Anytime anyone says La Quinta, Chris goes through that whole song and dance of saying, "Do you know what La
It's
Quinta is Spanish for?"
Spanish for free Wi-Fi. Yeah.
Yeah, it's essentially, it's like
Uh,
shooting fish in a barrel.
unless the Google AI was tripping.
Oh, you
Yeah.
you Googled it.
It's a stock. I did Google La Grunta in
Stock
Spanish, and it said the
hunting.
grunt. Yeah, it's a
They they
resort.
they
They
give you the
offer
deer.
opera wine,
And Hank says that's basically like
heated.
shooting fish in a barrel, and he's like, "Oh, they have that too,"
They
which I
have that
thought that
too.
was really funny.
Yes. Back at the alley, we see Bobby kind of being lonely and wandering the back streets, and a little kid rides up to him on a tricycle. He's like, "Hey, you want to play with me?" Um, this is a
Bobby
guest voice.
regresses.
Bobby regresses here. This is a guest
Guest
voice.
voice.
We've
Tommy
heard her.
Pickles.
No, Tara Strong, another
Okay.
cartoon. Although she might be involved in the Rugrats, I don't know. So Tara Strong is like a legendary voice actress. Um, she's known for stuff all up and down the Cartoon Network properties and
Holy
whatnot.
shit, dude!
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna believe this.
Is she actually Tommy Pickles?
She is in the Rugrats.
Who is she?
Let me confirm. Holy shit.
Well, I'll tell you, she's Bubbles in the Powerpuff Girls. She's Raven from Teen Titans Go. She's basically in so many franchises. She's got a very distinct voice, but she's going to play this little kid that, yeah, Bobby is kind
She's
of
Dill.
she's Dill,
She's Tommy's brother.
Tommy's baby Buedo.
Wow, I was so close.
Wow, you were pretty close with the Rugrats. Spooky. Yeah, Tara Strong is going to play this little kid, but out in the woods, we get the
Also a
scene.
little kid, famously.
Mm-hmm.
Dill Pickles.
Dill pickles, dilly pickle, dill pickleball. Thank you. Back in the woods, we get another great scene of Joseph and Dale.
They're doing
They're
great.
they're talking, and Joseph is like, "Dad, I think I hear a deer. I'm gonna go check it out." So Joseph like goes off camera. The animation in this scene is a little clunky. But what happens is a deer charges Dale, and he screams and throws the gun into the air. It flips a couple times, is caught by Joseph, who shoots the deer that is charging for Dale in time. It's a very action-packed little scene. I liked it a lot.
Saves his life. Could have been the
Yeah.
queen.
Yep. Yep. I just like how Joseph shot directly at his father. Very funny. It's a very high stakes shot.
Oh yeah.
Possibly have to fight a deer. Get shot with a bullet. Um, a deer would wreck Dale though.
I would fuck a deer up, dude. You think you could take a deer in a fight?
It
Have you ever?
depends.
Did you hunt as a kid?
No, we
You
did
ever
not
shoot
hunt.
a
We shot
deer?
guns, but we didn't hunt. I never shot a deer. Damn. Damn, son.
Oh,
He's
bleep
getting me
that
for those.
too, so it sounds worse.
He's getting me for those colorblind jokes. Oh.
I'm a vegetarian. I've killed more than you have.
Yeah, maybe killed more deer.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you don't know. Um, how was your deer hunting experience?
I mean it was like I went hunting a lot. We mainly hunted partridge. That was our
Oh,
main like
yeah,
hunting experience.
in the pear trees.
I would when we would shoot like to practice, I was
You were
like
the target.
yeah, and they'd say dodge. Ooh, dodge it. And
Dance,
I was real
slippery
good at
boy.
dodging. And that's why I'm missing a leg. Uh
That's why he's colorblind.
that's why we shoot this from the waist up. I was always really good with targets. I would kind of purposely miss a lot of the times, but
Ooh,
I did hit. I just didn't like the
child savant,
skinning.
child savant. Oh, you didn't want to fuck with it.
I didn't like and the twitching and the whole like the
The
killing
bleeding
part of
out.
it. Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of like the blood and the bullets and yeah, all of that.
Uh huh.
Um but it was enjoyable like the it's kind of how I feel about fishing. I enjoy fishing. I don't like catching a fish.
Yeah. Sound like my little sister.
In more ways
Fucking
than
got him,
one.
dude. Whoa. She do be honking. Uh, back in the
Shout
alley.
out to Chris's
Uh,
little sister,
shout out to Lori.
Brenda.
Mm-hmm.
Brenda.
Brent, Brenda.
Brenda
Uh,
Covey.
Brenda Lynn, actually. Back in the alley, Bobby is playing cowboys with the little kid, and he does a big fake death, which is very Bobby-esque. But he's like riding on the plastic tricycle. Hank sees him driving, and Hank is like very upset. He's like, "Bobby, somebody's gonna see you," and he's like, "Dad, is that you?" Just like continue
Committed
to
to the
play that
bit.
up. But everyone else is rolling back in with their deer. Joseph and Connie come back with their deer, and Bobby's very upset. He's like, "It's so Christmassy. Now I know how the Jewish kids feel."
Yeah.
Bobby just very very upset. Um, Funny note here that whenever we pan over and see Dale and Joseph pulling back up, that John Redcorn is pulling his shirt back on as he and Nancy come into scene.
It's always good that they
Thought
pepper
that.
that in.
Mm-hmm. I did
It's
like
like
that
they
one a lot.
specifically asked how long they were going to be gone and they just pushed it to the last minute every time.
Mm-hmm. The absolute edge. Um,
They are edging.
they are to this day. Some say. I guess we'll find out.
Tune in.
Tune in. But that's basically the end of the second act. Is Bobby just being really, really bummed about not getting to go hunting?
But Hank shows him Lagrunta.
Oh, does he before
He
the break?
explains right before. He's
Oh,
like,
yes.
what about this?"
Oh, okay. I didn't
And
realize
then
that. I didn't write that down.
we cut back into them
Ah.
at
Oh, yeah.
Lagrunta.
They're at La Grunta, and Bobby has a great opening line here asking where the deer stay.
Yeah, my
Uh,
favorite thing is the person who introduces themselves at Lagrunta introduces himself as Beverly Lagrunta and says no
no
relation.
relation. Mm-hmm. I
Fuck
love
off.
I loved that a lot. No relation. What a great throwaway joke. I was
Excellent joke.
I was thinking in my head, back to whenever
Generally where
Connie
people
pulls
think, yeah.
mhm. uh just before the break where Connie pulls up with her deer. I would have loved some scenes of Connie and Con hunting.
Yeah, that could have been a
Um,
good B. I guess the B plot was kind of Dale and Joseph, but
yeah,
I feel
I.
like we could have gotten that would have been nice to see
Mhm.
Con and
But
Connie.
we do see at La Grunta. Well, Hank initially doesn't want to pay. They get to La
Well,
Grunta.
it's $400
It's $400 for
in
two.
1998, like
Yeah,
adjusted for inflation. That has to be what,
that's
like
big.
2.3 million.
Yeah, it's huge. It's one whole Bitcoin.
It's a really good joke.
Thanks, dude. Relevant. Hank. Yeah, Hank does not want to pay the $400, and he's trying to get Bobby. He's like, "Look, they got a miniatures museum. It's only $40 and worth every penny." And Bobby is like, just so visibly, strikingly sad
And he also
with
mentions
Hank.
he's
But
like looking through the brochures and he's like, they have this, swimming with dolphins.
can I hunt the dolphins?
This is where the dolphin episode takes place.
Oh, really? It happens at La
Later
Grunta.
yeah,
Interesting,
it happens
famous
at La
episode.
Grunta.
Is
That's
that
this
this
season.
season?
It's coming up
Ooh,
soon. Yeah, Hank
perfect.
getting R-worded by a dolphin. That'll be
Look
fun,
forward to
nephews.
coming
Tune
back to La
in.
Grunta. Coming back to the
Wow.
Grunt.
Yeah, we'll be back at the Grunt. I
Spanish
do
for
love that
dolphin
Bobby's like,
crime.
can we hunt those too? You ever hunt a dolphin?
You ever hunt a dolphin? No.
Yeah.
Who's asking? Um, we do see Eustace and Randy here, getting off of the shuttle from the
With
hunt.
their like wrapped up
Wrapped up
deer
stack
meat.
of deer meat. Yeah, Randy got it, and they wrapped it up in the gift shop. Eustace is so proud. I did love that. I do like venison. Um, it's pretty tasty. Pretty
I've
tasty
had
meat.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a friend in college whose family would hunt deer and they would make jerky and
Mm-hmm.
chili.
Yep. The classic uses for venison. Honestly.
I do always remember like when we would just get kind of like a lot of buckshot, like little,
Yeah.
the little pellet, the
Little
little
extras. Little crunchy.
little metal chunks
Little
when you bite
crunchy.
into it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Um, yeah, Eustace got it. It's a nice day. It's a nice walk that Hank and Bobby are on this property.
Seems
And
like a beautiful resort.
yeah, it's nicely animated. This is a nice alternate outfit episode again. We see Hank's got like a fur collared jacket on and Bobby's got his hunting garb on and his hat. So
Suave.
I like that they're in their alternate fits. They get scared by a quail, a nicely drawn quail. I liked that. A ring-necked quail to be specific.
Ooh,
Yeah.
we got a birder
Uh
over here.
yeah, dude. Get feeling birdie, getting nerdy. Um but a guy is gonna pull up and ruin the pristine nature. He's gonna pull up on an ATV and be like, got two stands, a stand just opened at pasture number 2 with your name on it. That would be Hill, correct? So yeah, they get escorted
Yeah.
over to their deer stand.
They're
Um,
like automated feeders that
Automated
just
deer corn feeder.
attract the
Yeah,
deer.
the bucks just come over. Bobby starts to line up a shot, and Hank is like, "Oh, I don't think we have to whisper anymore because the deer are just there and not worried about being shot at all." Um, Bobby is
It's
aim
really
and
fucked up.
it's kind of a fucked up scene. Bobby takes aim and takes some deep breaths. And he's like, squeeze, don't pull. But Bobby decides not to shoot, and he's like, this isn't right, is it, Dad? And he's like, no, this isn't right.
Well, he can like
Um,
feel the rite of passage coming. He's like, now that I'm a man, do I get a raise
do I
in
get
my? Are we
more?
talking like minimum wage? Are we
Uh
talking like more? And Hank's like, yeah, more's but like you're there, buddy. Like
huh. Uh huh. Take the
it's like
step.
they're trying to have the moment, and then Bobby realizes Hank is just trying to like do what he needs to do. Bobby comes to the realization on his own that this isn't right,
Uh huh.
which is nice. I like that he doesn't actually do it. He's like,
Mm-hmm.
this is bad. I shouldn't do this.
Yeah. Bobby realizes. He's a very emotionally intelligent young lad. I think.
Yeah.
Um, Rather silly, but he knows what's up. We're on the drive home, and Hank and Bobby are kind of lamenting. We get a very sweet line from Bobby talking about how like, oh, that's okay. It gives me a whole year to learn more from the man that I most want to be like. Just like,
Nice.
damn, Bobby, fucking damn, Bobby,
But
and
also, like, you're kind of wrong because Hank, Hank kind of failed by every metric in this episode.
yeah, he did.
That's the funny part about it to me
Uh huh.
is
Yeah, that
that
was
like that Bobby still respects him. So it's a very sweet sentiment that
yeah.
like we can see how much Hank is fucking up and like letting his own insecurities and himself get in the way of like what he knows is very important to Bobby.
Hmm. But
But Bobby is still just
Bobby's
fully like,
still
"You're it,
Bobby's still
buddy."
my dad. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're my boy.
But
You're my
then we get
boy.
a really sweet moment from Hank.
They're driving home, and Hank is like, "This isn't right. You know, we're gonna skip a milestone," and he's gonna let Bobby drive his truck, which Bobby is
Huge.
instantly extremely hyped from.
Huge.
Um, yeah, they pull the seat forward, they get the mirrors all ready, and they pull out, and they're like, "I'm doing it. I'm driving your truck." Like,
Hank's like, "You've seen movies. You know how to do that."
grab some wheel.
Do you remember the
Um,
first time you drove?
uh, yeah, basically in our neighborhood, yeah, in my dad's truck. I do remember as we were backing out of the driveway, I did hit our neighbor's trash can the
Fuck
very
yeah.
first time,
I had a
and I
similar experience.
I instantly was like, "Okay, I don't think I want to drive right now." And my dad was like,
And then you
"No, it's
never
fine.
did
Go
again.
pick up the trash can." Yeah, now I don't.
Wow, your dad said that was fine.
He was like, "Yeah," he was like, "It's fine."
He
He
said,
was like,
"Oh,
backing up is harder than going forward, so it's okay. He's like, just put it in park and go pick up the trash can. So
you didn't get screamed at."
no,
Shit.
yeah,
Uh,
um,
mine was my uncle. He had just gotten like a new Jeep, and he was
hell
like,
yeah,
"You want to drive this?" And it was on like a dirt road, and I was like, "Fuck yeah!" And I immediately drove it into a ditch,
hell yeah, dude.
and he regretted it. He regretted it a lot. Shout out Uncle Clayton.
That's so funny. I didn't realize there were Canadians named Clayton. That sounds like such an American name,
What?
Clayton. Oh, is y'all pronounce it like Clayton? Like you put a lot
Oh,
on the
oh,
A,
fucking oh, it's all
Clayton.
Clayton, bud. Yeah.
A lot of A, a lot of A on that Aiton.
Oh, wow.
As Bobby is driving the truck, though, as as Bobby is driving the truck, a deer jumps out of nowhere, and Bobby hits a deer with the truck.
Yep. He gets his
Very
kill.
very funny scene. Yeah, he does get his kill. He freaks out. But Hank is like, this is a clean hill. This is a clean kill.
A
Um,
good kill.
so good kill.
A
You're a
clean
man.
kill. A
He did
good
it. My
clean
boy did
kill.
it. You did it. Um, Uh, so we get a nice little homecoming here. Bobby and Hank get to pull up into the alley with their deer, and they're very carefully wording their story to say, like, he came out of
It jumped
nowhere,
out.
drive
Jumped out of
charged right at
nowhere.
us. Bobby took care of it.
He just yeah.
And we do
No
get a
bullet,
nice.
no bullet holes. A lot of blunt force trauma, but nobody asks any questions.
We do see Peggy spraying blood off at the front of the truck as everyone is gathered around the back of the truck. She sprays the blood off of the front of the
And
truck, which I thought
she's
was very nice.
very happy that Bobby has relieved his lust for blood.
Hmm.
She calls him his big, strong,
My
normal
big,
son.
strong, normal
Peggy's
son.
terrified of Bobby.
So funny in this episode.
what did
Um,
she what does she think that he's capable of? Love it.
Murder. I
I
did note that we
guess.
we see Luann in this shot here again, and she does have her short hair still.
Yeah, they definitely produce these all out of.
Mhm.
Should we watch this in production order going forward or airing order? That's a
Interesting.
that's a rhetorical question. We should definitely watch it in airing order, but yeah,
Yeah,
this was definitely produced beforehand.
yeah. She still has her short hair though.
They take a really sweet photo together.
Mm-hmm.
Roll credits.
Yep.
Post credit.
Oh, I didn't stick around for the post
You didn't
credit.
get the post credit?
No,
This
and I
is
think
where
I missed it
the
last time.
so the joke in the in the cold open where Dale
What a
is like
bad driver I am of this mower.
where Dale is like, "Oh, it's probably the deer going through the trash too, right?"
Mm-hmm.
We Post credit, Bobby is at nighttime sitting in the truck pretending to drive it and sees Bill going through the hills trash.
Oh,
So it is Bill all
is
along.
Bill being creepy?
Yeah,
What's
which
he
I
after, dude?
love. What a
What's
great
he
callback. And
after,
we have a
dude?
callback in the post credit from the cold open.
That's so
We
great.
get both
That's a
and
nice
they
sandwich.
tie together.
Okay, I totally
Yeah.
missed that. Wow.
That's why we're a team, bud.
Wow.
That's why we're a
Wow.
team. Let's step into the freaking alley. How about? All right.
Step out back there, Clay.
I'm gonna buy you a drink.
Okay, that'll do it for the episode. What are we thinking that we're gonna rate this one out of 6 Alamo beers, which are now real things? And once again, if you want to send me one or
Mm-hmm.
6 or a fucking 2-4, bud.
He's got a problem.
No, I'm a collector.
Oh, is that what you call it? I'm
I'm a
collecting them in my stomach.
collector of beers in my stomach. What are you thinking here? I thought this
um,
episode was very solid.
yeah, I think we discussed that it's pretty similar to an episode that's kind of already been done a little bit in season 2 where Bobby is in the shooting competition. I don't know. I felt like the it was a little one note. The one note that it hit, I think it hit pretty well. I
Mm-hmm.
just wanted a little bit more auxiliary flavor. I think there could have been a bit more hijinks, particularly from, Connie and Con. We
That would have
saw
been cool.
Dale and Joseph's relationship. I think it would have been cool to see how Connie and Con's relationship looks whenever they're on their own and not around the rest of the alley. I feel pretty confident. I think I feel pretty confident at 4. I don't think I'm going higher than 4.
I think I'm with you. I think I'm right there. I might lean more. I think I might go 4.5. Just because I think that it was very well paced and very sweet. And I think that the whole like having the prior context of knowing that Hank is a bad shot and like sucks at this and is also like afraid of Bobby kind of helps. Like without that context, I don't think this episode plays as well.
Yeah.
Like it does feel like they're kind of rehashing the same concept, but
Yeah.
maybe
Hank
just doing it a little better,
Hank really got out of learning his lesson in this one.
Which is typical. But he
He
still he still kind of comes out on top
he
because
usually has
he
someone else learn his lesson for him or like
yeah.
point it out for him. He just gets really lucky that the deer comes out and puts a nice bow on
But
this
I
for him.
I honestly think that it might have been a little better. Actually, no, I don't know. Like, would it have been better if they didn't hit the deer? I
You
think
think the
that
truck resolved him?
that was nice. Like the moment where he's like, "I'll let you drive the truck," and then they also happen to like hit a deer while Bobby is driving. Like that's cool.
Yeah.
Also, like knowing Hank fully admitting that he's afraid of Bobby, that feels rare. And then still trying to figure out a solution
Yeah. I will say
that works for Bob. Like I don't know. It
he,
it's nice.
he doesn't apologize to Bobby for being the reason that Bobby missed the opportunity to have a real hunt, though.
I don't think boomers do that
Don't
though.
apologize.
Yeah.
What? You heard it here first, folks.
Have you ever seen a boomer apologize before?
Is that a setup to a joke?
No. It's unfortunately very real.
So
Yeah,
yeah, I think
I
I'm
think I'm
strong at a
going.
4.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go 4.5. I did. There were some really solid gags. I loved everything about Peggy being afraid of Bobby. I thought that was really funny. I love how when Bobby didn't get to satiate his lust for blood,
Mm-hmm.
it really manifested in a weird way. and caused him to tape fruit pies to a cardboard cutout of a deer
Yeah.
and then play with a
Just be
toddler
massively depressed and
who
lying
was
on the floor.
voiced by Dill Pickles,
Mm,
which I especially thought was very nice and cool.
yeah.
Uh, some really good throwaway gags. The callback with Bill at
Yeah.
the end
I
in
I
the
liked the
post
sneaky
credit.
poop. I liked the sneaky poop joke in the cold open
Yeah,
about
that
the
was
deer
good.
droppings.
Dale had some really funny the moments of Dale and Joseph together
Yeah,
hunting were
I
really
did like them a
funny.
lot.
The moment of John Redcorn with the used knife, that was really good.
And putting his shirt back on.
I think it was like all around very solid, above average, which is why I'm going above 3 and even beyond that while you continue sneezing.
Oh, bless me, nephews.
To
Bless me, Clayton.
yeah, 4.5. Double shout out to my uncle Clay.
Uncle Clay. Clay is a lot cooler than Clayton. Clayton
Yeah,
just sounds like the Tarzan movie. Clayton.
Tarzan, like the animated
90s
Disney one,
90s kids remember. Yeah.
the Phil Collins.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, great
That's a good
movie.
one. I'll be his mother now. Who you got? Who you got? Who
God
crowning?
dang it,
Should we
Bobby,
crown a
God dang
king?
it, Bobby,
We're
God
crowning
dang it,
kings.
God dang it, Bobby, God dang it, Bobby, God dang it, God dang it, God dang it, Bobby, God dang it, God dang it, Bobby, God dang it, Bobby, God dang it, Bobby, 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 dang it, Bobby.
Okay, I think we're good.
Sorry, my balls are hot.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. I'm leaving that in. Who do we got? Who are we crowning as the king of this hill?
Oh.
I'm leaning a couple different directions at the moment, but I think I know. I
He's
think I know
sipping
where
that
my
lean.
I think I know where my lean is telling me to lean.
I
What, do you
think
have a definitive answer?
I am between two. I'm between two. I'm between Peggy and Bobby.
Whoa, me too. All right,
I
let's count to 3. Let's both say. Let's just decide between Peggy and Bobby. Who do we got?
Okay.
All right, do you want to count it down?
Yes, sure.
Come.
All right, count it down for us.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. Hank's
Peggy.
truck. Oh.
What? Hank's truck. Oh, I just got that lag again.
No, I'm actually I am gonna take Bobby.
Oh,
I'm gonna
okay.
take Bobby.
Yeah, I'm going Peggy.
I just thought it would be fun to say something I didn't say that I was gonna say. Hee hee. Hee hee ha ha.
Why Bob?
It's a joke.
What's the reasoning?
Uh um I think I'm gonna go for Bob because of his shiny optimistic attitude really lifts this episode up quite a lot.
Yeah.
Like the rises and falls of like the emotional highs and lows of this episode are really centered around Bobby, and Hank is kind of having to deal with the backlash of the highs and lows that he's created
Yeah.
here with Bobby. So I don't know. I think it centers around him. It's his rite of passage. He's at the end he gets to drive. He's driving the hell out of this truck.
Yeah, I did
He
love
gets
that
his
line.
deer kill in his own Bobby way.
He was so excited.
I really loved his flashback. I just
The
thought it
like
was so
weird dream
funny in his
sequence.
flashback.
That was great. That was my
Mhm.
main reason for leaning Bobby, but it really felt like he carried the episode, but from, I'm a chuckle fuck.
Yeah.
I like going for what makes me chuckle the most.
And it was Peggy
It
saying
was
he has a
Peggy's
chemical need to kill.
fear of Bobby's chemical need to kill. And
She was
that's what made me lean Peggy, but then her relief and also her willingness to like just kind of cover up, like she immediately saw like, oh, they hit it with the truck. Let me
uh-huh.
wipe this blood off and praise my son, you know?
She also helps them prepare in a really
Yeah.
nice way. She gets
She fills his rifle bag with fruit pies.
and the rifle is in the sleeping bag. All makes sense.
I'll be locking my door tonight.
Her jokes for word count were very high
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
episode.
It really stood out to me, and I think that's why I'm going Peg.
Yeah.
But I
This was a-
respect the choice of Bobby.
This was also one for Peggy where like her antics weren't really damaging anyone else. Like sometimes
Well,
what
they were all
she
out of
gets
fear.
up to, yeah. Sometimes like her plots, she's like dragging other people down with
Yeah.
her. This was just all her being schizo.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah. So a
Nice.
Bob and a Peg.
Peg and a
And that'll
Bob.
pretty much do it for this one, huh?
Mm-hmm.
What do we got next, homie?
Next is a legendary classic King of the Hill episode, a very well known one. Season 3, episode 9, Pretty Dresses.
Oh, god damn it.
This is the one where Bill wears a dress.
Yeah. 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 This is a tough one.
It's an ep. Stay
It's a
tuned,
tough one,
folks.
nephews. We'll do our best with this one, but this episode is a weird one. I feel like it doesn't really make sense to me why this episode stands out so much.
Yeah, I've done a first watch through of it, and whenever you hear Pretty Dresses, you're like, oh, haha, this is the one where Bill wears
Everyone
a dress and
remembers
becomes
Bill
this
wearing
is
a dress.
I'm Lenore.
Yeah.
And like the stuff that people remember or that I remembered from this episode is really only like a fraction of what's going on in the episode.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll get into it, but
Stay
maybe before then we're back with an episode about the new
Ooh.
season. Who knows?
Yeah. Stay tuned.
Maybe we stay on top of it.
We'll find out together.
Stay topical, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But in the meantime, appreciate y'all being here.
Peace and
Another
blessings.
episode. We're keeping strong with the bi-weekly releases.
We're back in stride.
It feels more manageable for me to
Mhm.
do every other week. You know?
Yes. Certainly.
Last episode did get age restricted for shocking content, so
Mhm.
we'll see how this one goes. But
This one will get nerfed
appreciate
for-
y'all out there.
for using certain words.
Epstein.
Julie
But-
Louis Dreyfus.
Yeah.
Plug.
Follow us on Instagram. I experimented with making a little reel that I edited horribly last week. We'll see if I try to improve that if I
thought it
have
was good.
time. Follow us on the YouTube. Give this episode a like. Comment who you
Subscribe,
think
thumbs up.
your Hill King was
We want to know.
for the episode. We want to know who you thought was the MVP of this ep. And of course, we'll see y'all
Mm-hmm.
in a couple weeks.
See you next time. Bye, folks.
Oh, we're doing the old theme for the outro.
Oh. Ooh.
That was an accident.
What is on your shirt? The guy looks very sweaty.
It's band merch.
Oh, sick.
It's my band, Jacqueline Hyde band,
cool.
on Instagram. We have a show in October coming up,
That's got wolves.
opening for Portland band The Apricots.
Ooh. Come on out.
Kings Podcast.
Bark.